Hey, it's Brock here with Rock Hill Farms, and I'm on day 3 of the pond expansion. So you can see the existing pond over there, and then what we've added here. And it actually goes a little further up behind the excavator that you really can't see. Most of it is at about 4 or 5 foot depth. Then we've got one hole in the center here that's about 8 to 9 feet deep. And I'm gonna try to take that 8-foot depth the rest of the way back to this bridge I've got. Eventually that bridge is going to get dug out to connect the two ponds. I may leave an island in the middle, but I haven't made up my mind on that. If you have any thoughts or opinions on having a pond with an island in it and what it goes into maintaining that, could I have some kind of a bridge or way to access it, let me know what you think. But for now, today's project is going to be deepening out the middle and then probably digging out the bank of the existing pond so that when we remove that bridge, it's deeper at the connection point so that water can spill over. But anyway, enough talking, let's get to digging. That's good. So just like we did yesterday, we spent most of the day running the excavator and 2 compact tractors. Primarily the 1025 just continued to move the dirt pile and get it out of the way, and the 2038R up in the top left corner of the video is smoothing out the bank with all the clay we've dug out. I felt like this was a pretty efficient way to do it, and everybody kind of prefers running the mini excavator, so we took turns a little bit on who was doing what job. In addition to leaving me a comment on what you think about leaving an island out in the center for geese, I'd also like it if you told me what you prefer when I'm taking 8 or 10 hours of footage and trying to make a 15-minute video. Do you prefer to just listen to the equipment run, or do you like it better when we play music over the video clips? Just something I've been experimenting with and trying to decide. So after 3 days of digging, we have a hole in the ground that's about the size that I want the pond to be. But it doesn't really feel like a pond because it's not shaped out in that way. We shaped it by leaving a path to drive down into the pond. What I ended up deciding was to call Joe the operator back in for a little bit of professional help to get this hole turned into a pond. Come back for tomorrow's video on the final day of digging this pond, and I think you'll be shocked at what a professional operator can accomplish in a day. The finished product was definitely way ahead of what I thought we were going to be able to get done when I started this 3 days ago. Billy did just a little bit to start sloping the banks here to get a feel for what it was going to look like. Alright, so I feel really good about the progress we were able to make in 3 days without any, heavy equipment. We have a mini excavator and a couple compact tractors. We've got a pond that's about 8 foot deep out in the center. I've packed a lot of it down. We've taken all the clay that came out of this hole and spread it out to raise the pond bank, because one of our big problems to begin with was the uphill side of this was higher than the bank downhill, and I wasn't aware of that. I've never put the transit level on each side of the pond. So we fixed that by raising the bank, and the next step is to start pulling this bank back into a more gradual slope. Anyway, I appreciate you taking time to watch this video. I'm putting links right here for a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.